Hello friends, welcome to Purely Persistent. I'm Michelle and I have a phenomenal opportunity to be in New Mexico, nice and sunny, and I'm having a chance of chatting with teachers, other adult basic education teachers, to find out what are keys to successful students, what motivates students. So check out some of these teacher videos.
All right, to stay motivated, because it sometimes takes a little bit of time, make sure you stay focused on what your end goal is. Know what the long range picture is and keep that in front of you and talk about it with your family and your friends, but also find little benchmarks along the way to see your progress. So celebrate every little step toward your end goal of getting the GED.
So motivation, I would say, remember your goals, remember what you're working towards, and learning is a lifelong process. You do it innately, you've done it since birth innately, and it's just continuing that process.
How do we stay motivated? My program, we have bookmarks that we hand out, and it has this very simple statement: don't give up. You didn't work this hard to quit now.
The motivational strategy I have for most students is the very first thing you do when you come back to school is understand that there are forces working against you. So you want to have a SWOT analysis is what I call it. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. You need to turn those threats into opportunities and those weaknesses into strengths. But first you need to recognize them.
So don't give up, hang in there. You can do it. And find little ways to reward yourself, celebrate your successes, and focus on the improvement that you're making.
So I think in order to stay motivated, you have to know what your goal is in the beginning. And everybody talks about SMART goals, but they also have to be personal to you. So you have to know deep down in your heart why you're doing this and what your end product or end game is. And then always refer back to that if you're losing motivation.
So how you should stay motivated as a student is to remember why exactly you came through these doors in the first place. So it's a small step towards your bigger plans, and sometimes, it's just fulfilling something that you've always wanted to fulfill. Sometimes it's expectations that you've set for yourself or that others have set for you. Sometimes you just want to set a good example for everybody else around you, your friends, your family, etc. So I think to stay motivated, you just remember those little tiny things, and those will get you through the toughest moments.
So for student motivation, I like to, when it comes to the problems and learning the material, I like to relate it back to, what the student's interested in and what they're familiar with. It helps when the work is relatable to what interests you, whether you're interested in mechanics or, real world examples are really good when it comes to finance and banking for your math. That always helps because it's stuff you're going to use the rest of your life. And, any real world examples that you can relate to your work really helps you when it comes to understanding and retaining the material.
Hey, thanks so much for sticking to the end. The videos over here are exactly what you need to see next. And if you're new here, go ahead, subscribe below and join our Purely Persistent community. Most importantly, go be yourself, believe in yourself, and of course, be purely persistent.